Good morning, traders. Watching CLDC here. I'm in there at 461. I've already taken some profit here at 431. Took some more here at 50 just to be on the safe side. Now looking for us to break down below to this 430, and that's why I'll look for an ad, looking for a move to this $4 range. Alright guys, you guys are seeing me in this trade. I'm just trying more to relax. And we're seeing push right here. I'd like to see it crash. Wouldn't like to see it above this 55. We want to see it right now. Just come on down through that 40s. There you go. Bid coming back down to 38 on the bottom side. We want to see that bid break down and get to that 430. What's going on, guys? How we doing? What's going on? Alright. There you go. I like that right there. Down one, up one, down two, up two, down three, up three. Don't want it above this 47 now. If it bounces here to 45, that's fine, as long as it doesn't get back above this 50 now. That 50 holding good for us there. What's going on, guys? I'm using Tradenet charts. There's that breakdown to 35, guys. There's the 30s. Let's see if we can get a bounce to 42 or 40. I'll look for an ad. Have an ad out here for 42 to add on a bounce. If it just flushes through the 430s, that's fine. We did see some ads, I think went through there. 6,000 shares at 430. Then we're gonna get this bounce fill here. If we do take this bounce fill, it's gonna change our average, so our price is gonna change. We're gonna probably be risking off of 450 for sure now, as this bounce could lower our average to about 451. There's 46 out. I'm gonna change my order to 44, just in case it can fill me up there at 45. It's 40s. Would like to fill more at the top side of this than the bottom side. Give myself a little bit of range if I do get this ad. I did like that move to 430, so that's why I'm looking for this ad. I saw someone shorting off of that 430 there. There's CEI going off the radar, and also ASNS going off there from 705 to 724 there. Good little range there. Canceling the ad right there. It's just taking too long to fill. Sometimes when it takes too long to fill, I just like to get out, as it's like more in between stage. And I don't want to slam on the bid there. CEI. All right. Here comes a little bit of a bounce. Got to be careful here, guys. We'd want to just see it fail down and get below those 430s now. Wish I would have got filled there at 45 on that bounce, but no fill there. We do only have 50 shares now, so we can relax. That's why I took the 50 shares off, because with 100 shares, it could be a little fishy. We'll pop up about 30 cents because we could lose our gains. But now that we've already captured $16, we'd have to risk a really good amount over that 461. And right now I'm risking 461. Anything over that 450 would really get me worried, and it'd probably just take some profit. But giving myself the opportunity to make that good money today. You know, I did see this trade a little bit earlier, and wish I would have been able to get short somewhere up there in the 520 area as I was trading this. These are the kind of trades that I'm trying to get more accustomed to, and adding and then sizing into my position and then taking those sweeps. So the setup for the VWAP, this isn't exactly more of one of those setups. I can find you one of those setups in a second. I just have to go through some charts. I'll talk about it near the end of my stream, and I'll show you some charts on VWAP. But if you do want to see some more videos on VWAP, go to beginner trading. Right there you'll see a moderator, beginning trader, and he has a video actually on the VWAP. Very similar in exactly how I trade it. We're very similar in that sense in trading that setup, so you can go ahead and look on there and then ask me questions from that. Alright guys, seeing a little bounce here. Don't want it to get back above those 450s. Would like to see this 46 fail and just come back down here. That curl down move. There's that bounce, guys. Got to be careful here if it gets to 50s. Don't want it above this 46 here. Looking for that line right here, that support right here from this extension up, where it balance right here to hold as a resistance right here. and to get back down below here, below this 430s. Anything above this 450s, probably just gonna go ahead and get on out. There you go, taking it. Just gonna look for 450s. Just gonna look for profit here. Trying to maximize profit here, 450. There you go. And I'm out. I'll take that trade, man. You know, we could hold because it didn't close above 450, but I definitely don't want to give myself the risk to make a beautiful trade become a red trade. I'm just going to take my profits off the table, understand that I set myself up to make a great trade, and this is what I should have been doing up here at 520 on this bounce of 523 versus as down here now at the 450s, 460s. If I would have been able to be up here, I could still have held a little bit of share size, as this next bounce is probably going to bounce to that VWAP, and then we'll start having some VWAP tests. You see, now we're up there to that 461, and as I could tell, right there at 450, we got our reversal sign, and that's exactly when you want to go ahead and take your profits. If you see that reversal sign, trust your instincts, no matter what, take your profits or take your break even and get off of the trade. Don't try to push the mentality that you got the instinct that you know you should be out of the trade now, and I'm gonna force the trade. Would I wish we would have been able to capture that move down to 431? Yeah, we could have captured 150 shares down at 431 and really could have made that profit, but gave it that one chance. Took some shares, maybe should have taken about half of it. I looked for 1/3 of the position because I was really looking for that nice big win. I feel like I've been on top of some stocks lately, calling out on XBIO yesterday. XBIO actually looks interesting right now, on a bounce up. It's starting to crash down, but also on CLDC today as it opened up. Really looked good here, guys. I was watching it here, did that red to green. It bounced up way here fast on that 5 break. It was at 499, but the spread was all the way down to 477. So I put out an order here for 85s and 70s and never got filled as it went back up to 5. And when I went to go hit the buy at 5, it just jumped through 5. Never giving me a chance to get through 5, and I would have been able to get this run up there to 40s. As you see, it's spiking on up, probably going to get up and test this resistance here at 482. So we've gotten that down, up, down once, up once, down 2, up 2. We're going to be looking for a down 3, up 3, somewhere up here, holding that 486 range, and then coming back down, hopefully ending the day down there to that $4 range. But that's why we're going to go ahead and take our profits and look for this later in the day. All right. There was that bounce there for XBIO that I was talking about. If you wanted to take that short there, it would have been right there at 495, $5. But really low share size, really low volume traded in this stock, so I wouldn't recommend anyone that's not in Tradenet. But it would have been a nice there bounce right there. Get back up to this resistance up here at 5, or taking it right there at 495s. You could risk a small amount here, and then you could get that move back down to 450s. But very low volume, so I'm just going to avoid this. Let's go look at some other stocks, see what's moving for today, see if we find anything that is worth trading. CEI, I'm pretty sure is not tradable, but let me just check. Oh, it is. It's tradable. I just missed that one as I was trading the other one. Really good thing that you can see right here on this play is I'll show you right now how I draw this out. This is exactly my long kind of play here, guys. I'll show you right now. So you get this one up, all right? show it to you in a 5 minutes. It's gonna be easier. One up, one down, two up, two down here. Then you get this three up that breaks the resistance. This is when I'm looking to go long, but not off the resistance, but the support. So the support comes down here about to the 90 EMA about 16, and as it comes back through this is when you want to go ahead and get that add about 27, risking off of 18. You can get that break back to the resistance, sell half, and then sell the rest of it on the explosion. CEI is definitely extended. We do see resistance on the daily. All right, guys. This has a daily resistance there, up there at 224. And held pretty hard there at 190s.
Yeah, looks like it.
Might look for an over under short, so I'm looking for it to break through $2 and then get above $2 here. So let the early shorters here get crashed and get squeezed back up. You know, that 180 looked interesting, but I was looking for more of that $2. And look, it's probably there.
That 180.
It was that 180, guys.
Everyone expects two sometime, and that's when it's like that quicker move of do you start early before two?
It was interesting there at 180 levels, but you saw the resistance here. I was looking for more of that 190s to $2 range. Yeah, definitely don't want to be there if it's this third hole. Definitely don't want to be a part of it. All right, this is looking good. SPI. These low cent stalkers has been moving. It's not tradable. Not tradable. Looks interesting over that 57. Could get in there at 58. Risk just off of 55. Could take probably about a little bit more share size. You see right there the breaks 58. Look for a 57 add and risk off of 55. SPI there, probably going to make an attempt there to the highs, 62s. Was a good ad, would have been a nice trade. Just going to let it go, guys. You guys saw it here. Called out there perfectly, that entry right there. And you could get that explosion risking off of right here on that support. This is what I like to see, guys. This is bull flags, guys. One up, one down, two up, two down, three up. Catch the support here and let it rip through that. Boom. You go ahead and you nail this stock right here, guys. Wish I could have got this one, guys. Would have been a nice long. Nice long there on SPI there. All right, MNGA there, guys, pushing up there. Starting to get a little extended there, up there at 78 cents. Stock does have resistance there at 71. and 84. This looks like the B move. I'll wait for the C move. Hopefully it gets to that $1 range. And if it gets to that $1 range, yesterday we saw a $1 breakout. I think today we could see a $1 breakdown. When it gets to that $1 range, it usually taps $1, it goes slightly above it, and then crashes back down. You guys see any setups you guys like out there? Checking the Bollinger Bands. See if I can find something that's interesting. RPM. Interested in XBIO, as I know this daily can crack down through 416. Would have to get a bounce here to 87. Then risk off of 5. Some decent volume that got short here, but not enough really to get me jumping out of my seat here. One of the things I like to do is also look at the Bollinger Bands that are down. So let's see what's down on the down position today. SGMO. These are usually where I find the VWAP fades. You see? VWAP fade here on SGMO. It dropped right there at the opened. Opened at 14, went down to 14. Wait, hold on. Yeah, it opened at 14, went up to 1420, came right back down to 14, went down to 1390, bouncing to the VWAP there at 1402, and then just fading away. See, did it reopen? All right, let's see if those people that shorted at 180 are gonna get squeezed here, and it makes an attempt run to $2. If I do short it, it'll be with 50 shares, small share size, look where I could go ahead and risk, even if it breaks up and just shreds through this 227. I think it's pretty much done, guys. I don't think it's gonna make it back up there, but I don't want to get short here. It's just too much risk. There's SPI. Would have been a nice trade there, guys, off of 57 there. Could have made 10 cents off a 2-cent risk. And could still be holding. It could bounce right here off of this 61 and just get right back above there. There is some resistance up there. Heavy resistance there. At 65. So get it, let it pass that. See how it reacts right there. See if there's any ads right here on the pullback. And then right now 60 would be that profit number. I wouldn't let it get under 60, but I'd just let it just keep rising. Trying to get that breakout. If you didn't take those 66 cents or the 10 cents from the 66. All right. BRN, I saw this stock going off a little earlier in the day, but nothing much on there. Not really seeing much, guys. AKBA there. Crazy short there. Broke through $9 and really crashed hard. Woo! So you don't want to stop. Not tradable, guys. Not tradable. Was interesting. There's CEI still fighting there. Those 150s, man. I swear there's some big shorts in there, yo. So you're gonna get squeezed. Someone went big there at 180. It's adding there in the 150s. So until he gets squeezed out at 180, I can't short this. Yuma. I don't think I can trade Yuma. That's why I haven't paid attention to it. No, I can't trade Yuma. Alright, that means GBR. We're going to take a shot here on GBR. All right, 295. Trying to get short somewhere in here, guys. My risk will be off of 306. Trying to get short in the 90s or 99. 291 or 299 orders out. Ah, no fills yet. No fills. Come on, just bounce up there. Give me filled. Maybe should have took those 93s when I saw it. I was interested in those 93s, but I wanted a little bounce. I usually like to get short on that green candle. But looked like we missed it, man. Damn, that was a nice one. Could have grabbed that one. Felt the opportunity, just didn't grab it there. 290 would have to be the price. 290 would have to be the price now. Risking off of 302. Yeah, so what I was looking for is I saw PED wash, I saw Yuma wash, and now I was definitely looking to short GBR. I had the opportunity, just should have sized in. Should have taken about 100 shares there at 93. And then if I got the bounce up to 3, I could have added to the position. Just very, very slight hesitation there is really costing me now because I'm trying to get in versus as I'm already in. If I would have got short there at 93 there, could have been able to take half of it already, take $10 off, and try to let the rest of this trade work, crash down underneath the daily low, come back down all the way to 250s. I need to bounce up to 290s here, guys. Order out there at 290s, willing to risk off of 302. Order out there at 90. Let's see if we're going to get filled here. Seeing those 85s by 90. I was thinking about taking 87 there, but I want the 90. I wanted 93, so I don't want to jump in there too much. 89s maybe possible right here. I think we might get a little pop up through it. I'm telling you, the good thing was I saw the sympathy start breaking down. Yuma came down, PED came down, GBR came down. Alright guys, 88. We'll look for an 88. Bounce to 88. 89. Hopefully get filled there. Then can risk off of 295. Looking for a little bounce here to 88s, 89s. CLDC there breaking down, man. Went up there to 80s. Back down through that 61 that I was at. Now down to 47 by 53. Yeah, I see that volume drying up. Seeing CLDC will take 59 if it bounces up to it. Alright, I'm looking for a bounce on CLDC that won't go past 475 and then eventually coming down later on in the day. Not seeing much moving right now. Just GBR could get that crash down. Only reason I didn't take this short, it's too tight. Too tight and off the support now. 93s was where we should have got in. If we would have been able to short there, would have been able to cover some there at 80s, and would be able to just to hang out now for this breakdown. It would be 85s off of 90 now. Alright, putting the order out there. 85s. Off of 90. We need a bounce off 85 and risk off of 290 here. I only go short on green candles. I don't like to jump on those red candles, guys. It's just like longing, man. If you long off of green candles, most of the time you get screwed. PED broke down there pretty hard there. So let's hope we get a little bounce there to 85 and get filled there. Seeing 84 possible. Look at this volume, how low it's gotten. Put 300 out there at 80, 82. Ah, damn. Look at that. Look at that fade out. Missed that 93. Would have been able to add up here at 91. Look for that real breakdown, guys. That was the win for right there. Had the sympathy plays, saw the sympathies breaking down, but just didn't get active fast enough, guys. Definitely think I was right on it. I saw the 93, but it even a minute or two earlier would have saved me, guys. I would have been able to see this breakdown here. Wasn't watching it. I just had come out of the trade. Was watching SPI, which I shouldn't have been watching because I couldn't have trade. Should have been looking for GBR to break down. Knew this stock had potential today to get that nice win. Could have been in here just sitting there. And look at her go, guys. No, I didn't get filled, man. I had the order out there at 85s. I had the order out there. It's at 89. Just didn't take the fills. Really should have got filled there at 293 when I saw it on the bid. You can go back on the live stream and see that I'm like kind of really interested in the 293s, but needed a tiny bounce. Just wanted it to touch 3. If it would have touched 3, it would have been the perfect fill because I would have been able to risk 10 cents versus 20 cents. But should have taken that 20 cents, taken half the share size, 100 share size, and then when it bounced a little bit, could have looked for an ad. That's how you got to know how to know the risk and reward there. If you can't risk off what you want to do it, you can always lower share size and try to give yourself a little bit more range for the stock to open up. Definitely gave that shot today. Gave that potential. Just wasn't ready, guys. Should have nailed this trade right there at 93. You see all the sympathy plays when they all crash down like that, guys. You see, PED gave it away at 1047. If you look at PED, you'll see a nice big red candle. That's right there. Right after that is when these guys started reacting. So 1047 hits and PED crashes. Look what happens. 48, GBR goes down. 50, Yuma goes down. CEI, $10.50 crash. You see that's it right there, guys. That's how you play a sympathy move. We can learn from this, guys. That's all we want to do, learn from this. You know, this would have been a really, really great trade there. You know, 30 cents from 293 now down there to 260s. Would have been a great trade, guys. Just missed it. And this has potential to come down. You could chase this 245. I'd say it could bounce off of 250. If I had shares from up here, I'd look for half of it at 250 and could look for the rest of it to just break down below there, maybe even getting down there to $2 today. That's really what it's about, man. At beginner, man, we got this, brother. We just got to stick to it, man. And I want to really go over my trade today on CLDC and how I added to it and how this is how we should have taken this position. It did have that potential there. So I need to learn to take that trade at 293. Just take it really small share size to begin. If I don't feel comfortable taking the 200 shares, I need to take the trade, but take it with 1/4 sizing or half the sizing, 100 shares. And then as I get this confirmation, when I get this down move, look to add to my position to get into that full sizing, knowing my risk is still off that point that I wanted to risk. It's all about learning how to size up, man. That's what I'm really starting to learn. The best traders, they start their position, they get a winning position, they add to their position, and on that next rip down, they go and they sell out, make a shit ton of money, and call it a day. You saw XBIO there down to 477. It bounced shortly there over $5 and went right back down. But definitely, guys, these are the trades that we want to nail. You saw it. This is what happened here, guys. It rejected down here, this 275. When it came back above the VWAP, it created a new pattern here. New 1 minute pattern here. So you get this one up here, right? Then you get a down pull, right? You get another test right here. You get the second up. So one up, one down, two up, two down, three up, three down. This support starts holding here at 294. So now you get this test up here to $3, but it doesn't even get to the VWAP. There's no chance to this 320. And when it fails here underneath $3, that's when you should look short. When it bounced there and it was up there and it had 299 by 293, you got to go ahead and start entering that position, knowing that you're risking off of up here, that 308, and then you can add into it. At first, you're risking about 20 cents, and as you get this breakdown, you get this move back up, you can go ahead and try to fill there at 90s or 289. Now you can have about a 292, a 291 full position, risking off of $3. Now you're risking 10 cents, building that position. That's how we size up, guys, and that's how you want to do it. Even if it's 1,000 shares, 500 shares, or whichever sizing you're at, you need to start learning how to trade like that. I'm starting to really realize that, man. It's not about the, oh, let me just go in 1,000 shares here and get 10 cents and call $100, and that's called a skilled trade. That's really not a skilled trade. A skilled trade is really reading the patterns and reading these breakdowns, adding and really getting this move. Imagine if you would have been short 1,000 shares there at 93. Then as this bounces up, you add there another 1,000, and then you get the move down, selling half of it on this breakdown here, 70, 75, and then the rest of it right here at 50s. Boom. That's how you really nail a big money trade. And that's what I'm trying to start doing, but more along with small share sizing. I want to be able to nail these kinds of trades, but even if it's with 20 shares or 50 shares, and then I slowly edge my way up. With that being said, I'm going to wrap up the day, but I definitely want to show you guys how I traded today and why I took these trades. On CLDC, let's show you guys where I got short there. On CLDC, I did get a bounce early, and I was looking to add into this position. I already knew this position. I'd pretty much said sayonara for the day. Seeing this push down through these 50s, wanted to see it hold that 50 and come back up to the 70s before crashing here. So don't want to chase this. But you got in that down one, up one, down two, up two, down three. I expect an up three here and somewhere in this area, 70, not above the 79, 70 area to come back down. But so we've got it short there at 1057 on this pop back up. So let's go to the 1 minute. I want to show you guys this trade, exactly what I did and when I took the ads. So I missed this breakdown there through 520, and I was just looking for a hard bounce, seeing if we were going to get a hard bounce, and we started getting this hard bounce here to 40s. So I looked to get in there at 49 there. I was able to get filled there at 49, and as this came up there, I know that I took such a small share size, 50 shares, that I'm willing to let it get back up there to the 480, 86 mark was going to be my stop. So what I'm looking for mainly is to start building a position somewhere in here so that I could look for this move back down to this green. So as I got that move there, what I did is I started adding into there. So at 65, I got some short again right here. I got 50 shares there. And then I looked to get short again there at 70. Getting short there at 70. I had an order out for 75, never getting filled. But I saw it breaking down right here. And getting some more 1002 right here at 70. Now I was risking off of this right here, off of this 80. I wasn't going to let it go above 80. Now I had that 461 with 150 shares, risking about 20 cents. And that way I can go ahead and manage my trade now. I have 461 here. I'm just below here looking for this breakdown. Got this breakdown. I should look for the ad right there and then got in that breakdown. But that's what happens there. I took some of the profit there at 431s here at oh, looks like I didn't get those 431s. Looks like I got some at 440. It covered there at 440. Should have got there at 431. Interesting there. All right, so I covered there at 1014. 1014 on this right here at 40, and then I covered more there at 50 and 49. Should have maybe hung around for a little bounce there, but that's how it was. Just wasn't going to push into there as we started getting this bounce up there and got to retest of that high. If I was more at this price over here, 75, 76s, then I could have let it come back to my number and look for an ad on this down move again. But that was the trade. It wasn't a bad one. A lot of tickets there. There's 6 tickets there. 6 tickets for $22. You know, we don't make too much on that, but we still make a little bit of a gain there, and that's what we want to do. We want to just continue getting green. And really, like I always say, right now, we're not trading for money. We're trading for cents. We need to start learning how to better our average cent trades and really start learning to size into positions so that one day when we really do get that nice breakdown on, like, let's say CLDC, if you shorted that resistance up there at 580s, stuff like that is really going to really get you that winner where you can size into a position and look for a really nice move down, really make that nice winner. But alright guys, gonna watch CLDC here for a little while, but I expect a bounce. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna keep it open, the chart, but I'm really gonna cut the stream today guys early. Don't want to just sit here and just trade through lunch chop hour. You know, a lot of times we get a choppy lunch, and I've been trading through it and trying to make great trades in that hour, and it's just real testy in that hour. Don't really want to do that, as most traders have lost money already or made money, and the ones that made money usually go ahead and hit the high road, say up 11 o'clock's here, I'm out. And usually the people that are hanging around here, I would say percentage wise, is usually the losers in the first hour trying to make their money back. They're down about $20, $50, $100, depending on how many shares you're trading, and they're trying to make their money back. And that's when you really make the bad mistakes. That's when you chase false longs or false shorts, false breakdowns, and that's really when you want to don't want to lose your money. You want to hold your capital and understand that it's all about capital risk. Know when to risk your capital to make some good money, not just a little gains. Because if you're chasing those little gains, what happens is you take little hits. And little hits add up so much in your account, way more than you ever know, because you got commissions. You take the hit and you take the hit to your confidence. So there's 3 negatives there in taking those small trades. Even if you're making about 5-6 cents or 10 cents, it's really not going to increase your confidence level in nailing the big risk to reward trades. And that's what we trade here. We're momentum traders trying to find that momentum to get in at a good position, add, and really nail a stock. Seeing Joan go off there. Joan, a new runner there off of 40s. It went off of 41 up there to 52 now, 53. Really getting some momentum there, guys. About 500,000 shares in the last 2 candles. Jones is tradable. I would have to get it down at 50. She's shooting hard, guys. People are getting long pretty big in this stock right now. There she goes. Would have to wait for a pullback to about 52.50. It's just extended now off the 1 minute. But really gaining some momentum, guys. You see these 3 candles, really big for the day and increasingly going up there to the highs. $63, I think, is the next stop, and after that, $75. Look at that share sizing going through, guys. 10,000 shares there at 57. Huge bidder there at 56. What he does that there is just to get it back up, get it back through that break, because he knows if he gets it back through that break, he can look to sell out there. Some there at 58. This seller showed up there at 58 there. NFEC. Not tradable. Alright, guys, gonna go to lunch. We'll probably be back maybe around 2:30 or 1:30, in between that range, 1:30 to 2:30. Just gonna take a look. Something would have to be looking really nice for me to come back to the market. Definitely don't want to overstay my welcome and trying to go ahead and nail and bail. We nailed the stock today. Could have got that second trade there. Definitely saw that GBR short there. Could have nailed that. Would have made another 30, 40 bucks. And that's really what we're looking for. We need that nice $50, $60 gain. Get that confidence back in our system. And really just start making a swing back up there, guys. All right. You have a great day, man. Take care, man. You guys have a good day. Thank you guys for coming to the stream. Go ahead and subscribe and like if you guys can for me. And we'll just continue on doing this. We and Beginner have been talking about potentially being on the same channel. And that way you guys can hear both of our voices throughout the market. and probably I'll be staying longer in the day and screen share later in the day. But at least this way, you guys will be able to hear my opinions and suggestions on at least the setups that you guys should be looking for. I don't always recommend exact entries, as I'm not, a financial advisor. I'm not trying to advise you guys on taking specific trades. Just want you guys to more learn from my system and how I trade my system, my entries, my system, my strategy, long, short. I'm going to be coming out with a lot more construct rules on our strategy. I'm actually going to be calling John and working on this with beginner. I really want to start going over exactly how we want to trade, so that way we can trade together and trade positively and really get this chat room to be looking towards more to certain setups versus as just looking at the market. But that's going to be all for today, at least for right now. I'm going to go ahead and take a break, guys. I'll be back maybe later at 1:30 to 2. But that's going to be it for you guys. Take it easy.